Let me see. I believe it is going on YouTube as well. And then I think it is on Periscope as well. There we go. So anyway, I want to share with you guys something super cool. First of all, today we decided to launch, what is that in the background? Oh, that's my curtain. Launch Intuition TV. And Intuition TV is going to be daily intuitive tips. And it's also going to be, I'm going to have intuitives here that are going to do readings for people. So I'm just trying to figure out the best way to get this crowdcast here. I guess you can do like paid admission. So I'm just trying to figure out the best way to make it so that people, like if you wanted to get a reading and have somebody like do a reading for you, that you could like log in, pay like $10 or something like that and ask them a question and have them give you an answer. So tomorrow, Michelle and Carla are going to be here, and we still have to pick a couple winners from, let's see, what month were we in? May of like last month. So each of the intuitives that work here, I surprised the people who committed to working here. So we've got Carla, Michelle, and Janice. And I was just waiting to see who was going to kind of commit to a half day or a full day here at the office. And based on that, whoever committed to at least a half a day, I'll be giving them for every half day they committed to, giving them a client. So that kind of like pays for their rent here. I didn't want to be like, hey, come on, come all. I've got a waiting list of 700 people. And if you rent space in my office, I will basically pay you back by giving you clients. So anyway, so that's who we have here on staff is Michelle. I went to high school with her. She's absolutely amazing, intuitive. She's a medium, and she's the one who her son was the one channeling today with me here at the office. And his name is Oliver. So clearly Oliver has decided that he wants to have his own TV show. So Oliver is going to be having a TV show. But I decided today, and the guide showed me that I was going to be doing some sort of like kids book, kind of like working with kids, because I can see all the same stuff as them, and not a lot of people can see that stuff. So Anya's going to be here in about a week. So maybe Anya, Oliver, and I will be working on something. In addition to that, each day we'll have whoever is the healer that's like on call. I know, I love Michelle too. Oh yeah, and then there's Carla, aka Smiley. That was her chola name in high school, and I always tease her and call her Smiley. But she's absolutely amazing too, and she loves kids. And Oliver even told her that she was a kid today. So Oliver said, "Yeah, kids like us," and she was like, "I'm not a kid," and "Yeah, you are." It was really funny. So clearly, Carla is a kid. She's not 30. She's 13. So I think all of us here are 13, and I think that the spirit of this whole place is pretty amazing, and that we're just here, and we're not claiming to know anything more than anybody else. And that's the way I teach you guys how to be intuitives. I teach you to be intuitives by just staying open and just sharing what you see. Don't try to define it. Don't try to tell them what it means to you, because what an orange ball flying across my vision field means to me is going to it's going to mean something completely different to you. There's a really cool parable in Ask Jesus, or in one of the parable books that my dad put together, which, by the way, all the audios right now, I just marked them all down to $2 and $5. We got them all published with Barnes and Noble, not Barnes and Noble, but there's a company that published all of our audios. Me and my dad's, and me and Bill's Skeptic's Guides. My dad and Bill sat here for hours upon hours upon hours and read every single one of our books. We've got like 15 books. So those of you who are like new to my work and everything, you say like, how do I learn more? How do I learn more? You learn more through the 15 books that we've written, Bill and I, and the 8 that me and my dad have written. A good starting spot if you were raised Christian and you're okay listening to someone who's a spiritual Christian, which is my dad, talking about channeling and intuition and where do we go when we die and do our pets go to heaven and we're spirits with guides and all that, and kind of explaining it through his scope. His Answers, Heaven Speaks, and I made the audio, I think $2. If you use the coupon code HeyHouse20, you'll get another 20% off. So it'd be like $1.60 or something like that. All the Skeptics books, I couldn't make them any less than $5 due to contracts. So those are $5. But if you go on to like Amazon or Barnes and Noble or any of like the major outlets like Audible and stuff like that, I think they're all like $15, or you have to use up one of your Audible credits to buy them. So I made all the Skeptics Guides $5. Skeptics Guide to Heaven is awesome. They talk a lot about how heaven is a fourth dimensional place that a lot of our souls go to that isn't like real, but it is to the souls. And there's all these different levels and universities and schools and this and that. But from the fifth dimension, heaven is not even really real because we all live in the fifth dimension, which I guess you could consider heaven, but it's not like your stereotypical sitting on a cloud type of thing. See, I'm talking about spirits, so it's freezing up. Let me just clear my energy before I go anymore. So hold on. Okay. And I'm just clearing the energy of anyone listening and watching. There we go. So I found out last night that Samuel, my guide that I channel, is actually Sandalphon, and I almost had like a heart attack. I'm listening to a Hay House course because I'm starting filming on my course on the 8th. And I wanted to see like how the other guys had done it because I just wanted to make sure that I was like, up to snuff with the other authors. They're all such professionals and I'm just like me. At least I'm highly meditated though. Thank you, Carla, for the hat. But I was watching a course and there's one on the Kabbalah and I can't remember the name of the author, but it's a really good course. And if you're into kind of like different dimensions and densities and stuff like that, and it's all the stuff I channel about. So he was talking about the lowest Sephora or something like that on the Kabbalah tree. And he says, I always see Sandalphon with sandals. And all of a sudden I was like, sandals. And I went, oh, Samuel. When I'm in my lower chakras, the guides look humongous. So just think of it like this. When you see huge guides and you're tiny, it's because you're down low. If you see guides and they're tiny, it's because you're up high. So look at yourself like a tower, And so Samuel to me has always kind of looked like He-Man in a toga with like the blonde kind of like bob haircut. And then he's wearing like the Roman those sandals with like the laces around them, And so I text Suzanne at like 2 a.m. and I was like, oh my God, get your pendulum out. Ask if Sandalphon is Samuel. And I've got 2 Samuels. I've got Samuel who's a guide. And then I've got Samuel who's a gold ball. And Samuel, my gold ball, Samuel, and mostly anyone who's drawn to this has Samuel, the gold ball. It's our I am. So it's it's basically our divine mind. And there's only like 3 divine minds on this entire planet. And we're all our own little divine spark. And then there's only like 14,000 souls on this entire planet. So I was trying to explain to somebody earlier via email, they were saying that they went to another famous Hay House author. I'm not going to say their name. And they said that you have all these contracts from past life. You had someone that totally abused you and sexually abused you. And now he's your uncle in this lifetime. And you had the same abuse in this lifetime. We need to rewrite all your stories and we need to do this and we need to do that. And I was like, oh my God, no, we don't need to do that anymore. We are over karma. It's done. But just like a piece of us can live in the past, and like I always tease Amy, Amy is the other person who's going to be here doing readings. She is our intuitive midwife. I call her the baby whisperer. So just real quick. So we have Amy, the baby whisperer. We have Carla, aka Smiley, our Chola, resident Chola, ex-Chola, who Oliver says is 13. We've got Michelle, mom of Oliver, who you saw today. And then we've got Janice, of course. And then Marla. I mean, hello, Marla's my other half. She's literally my husband. We call each other work wife and husband. She's the boy because her hair is shorter. And I also call her my brain because when I'm not grounded, I need someone who is on earth, and she is. So that's going to be the crew of us over here, other than other like outside people like Danielle, who's renting space, who does the breath work and stuff, but she's not really like part of intuition. But we're going to be meeting once a day, and there's going to be somebody here doing readings. So you can like call in like a radio show, pay $10 and get your question answered. And I'll be here. So, you know, if they have any questions and like anyone gets stumped, they can always be like, hey, Marissa, you blah, blah, blah. What's the answer to this question or whatever. And I think every once in a while I'll hop on and I'll do readings too. Because I always have people say that they wish my radio show was every day. So I thought, you know what? Why don't I make my radio show every day? Except for Tuesday, obviously, because I'll be over at Hay House. And do like intuitive tips, meditations, things like that. So, oh yeah. And then our person who's working here that is not in town, obviously, is Suzanne, the artist formerly known as Isabel with a Y, which was her Periscope handle and for, you know, privacy purposes. And then now that, we all know and love each other, she gets to go by her real name. But I still have to catch myself calling her Isabel because I just knew her as Isabel with a Y for so long, you know? So anyway, but yeah, so I was going to come on here and just kind of test this out, but the coolest thing happened tonight. My friend Jessica, who is helping me put all of the production stuff together over here. Like we're literally building a production studio that like other healers, like if you're a healer and you live in town and you want to come over here and you want to use our production thing, we'll log you into all of your different like social media accounts. You can come in here, you can do your broadcast, use our cameras, and then take your SD card and go, and you'll have your professional recorded thing. You'll be broadcasted onto all your social media, so you won't have to worry about it. And then you'll pay us X amount of dollars. We got to do something around here to pay the 10 grand a month, you know, to cover the overhead here. I was telling someone today, yeah, I could do 5 sessions a week and like be sitting really pretty, have a really nice Mercedes and a nice house. And I could just do my radio show and chill and write and hang out with my kids. And me being the person that I am, instead of just, you know, chilling and just working and doing like 5 sessions a week, which is like 5 hours a week of work, I take on a center after having 2 babies in 3 years or 2 years, and you know, take on all these people that are working for me, and you know, write another book and take on a course, and I'm launching this other book, and then my dad's going to come into town and we're going to be doing the Answer 7 Speak Sunday things and all that. So it's like somehow for some reason I don't know how to stop and just chill and enjoy life. And so that's what I'm doing with this. Hopefully by creating this, I can do like an hour a day, teach you guys, because I don't learn unless I channel. And unless I actually sit down and channel the guides, I do not learn anything, because yes, they're going on and on in my head. If you listen to Oliver today, that is what my head sounds like. He was channeling my higher self. My higher self was like, you're too blocked, you're too tired. We can't get through you. So they literally came through him. And it was just like, oh my God, that's literally like his head. Like that is what I hear 24/7. It does not stop. It's like in source code this and blah, 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 that, and dash this and E equals MC squared and blah, 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 and so it doesn't ever stop. But when I meditate and I channel for you guys, all of that energy is channeled through to healing you guys and teaching you guys. Then it comes out of my head and it's gone, and then I can relax. So I think that it'll be cool if I can just channel each day, and you'll be able to view it on Patreon. I think we'll do some sort of like, you know, $5 a month membership in order to view it, or something like that, to donate towards the cause over here. AKA the overhead. What was I going to say? So anyway, so Jessica told me to buy this recorder, and I could not find it for the life of me. So I wanted to teach you guys something that works. It's called Snow Globe Find My Keys. Okay, so I want you to think of something right now that like you've been looking for forever. Like you cannot find it anywhere and it's driving you like absolutely crazy. This worked for me when I got my computer stolen. I didn't know that my computer had gotten stolen. I thought that it was somewhere. So I was tearing the office apart. I mean, it was like, we've got 6 rooms downstairs, 2 up here, and then we've got the huge classroom in the back, and now we've got the garage in the back where we're creating the production studio. So we've got like 4,000 square feet here or something. So I'm ripping the place apart looking for my computer, and then one day I'm in the shower, which is where we always get our downloads because there's no electromagnetic waves in there. We don't have our phones in there with us. So the electromagnetic waves kind of cut off the 4D stuff, which, you know, I was saying earlier about that lady talking about all the trauma and the past life stuff. That stuff doesn't exist anymore. So most of the teachings that we're going to be doing are going to be the new spiritual teachings, like the new earth spiritual teachings, like no more karma, no more any of that stuff. Let's just pull all of our past stuff into the now. I am my I am, and it's going to be about our diamond self, which is the creator self that I talk about in my book Attunement that's coming out on July 31st. And that I talked about in the Soul House. If you want to catch the Soul House series, it's on Patreon. I think all 8 classes are there. All you have to do is pay $25 and you get access to all the classes and all the meditations and all the radio shows and everything else that's posted on there for the $25 members, which is a really good deal since the class is $30 each week. And there's like 8 of them. So anyways, www.patreon.com/discovering intuition is where you go and you can sign up for that. But so Snow Globe Find My Keys, think of something that you cannot find. Okay. And I'm going to walk you through a meditation really quick. And then I'm going to go home and let, the baby whisperer go home, who's with the kids right now. So think of something that you cannot find. I did this, and when I was in the shower, I saw Google Maps, and I saw my computers up in Orange County, and I was like, what are my computers doing in Orange County? That's so weird. And then I realized, oh my God, I was in Orange County 2 weeks ago, or a week ago, up at the doctor, and I left my car unlocked, and I saw the whole thing of some dude walking by and stealing my stuff. So I had all my computers stolen. So that at least allowed me to stop digging everything apart, which, by the way, I got the computers back and my iPad and my computer, which was pretty awesome, actually. I did that with Reiki. Maybe I'll explain that another time. But anyways, yeah, I got my computers back. The person who stole them actually called me, and I got them back. I had to buy them back, but I got them back. But if something's missing, I was missing this thing that Jessica's helping me with the production studio. I was missing this recorder, and it was driving me crazy because I got it for like $59. And I was like, this is an amazing recorder that she says that I need to use and I need to record everything with and use it as a backtrack for these videos that I'm doing. And I couldn't find it anywhere. So tonight I was like, you know what? I'm going to do Snow Globe, find my keys. So I sat down and I was like all frazzled and excited after Carla and Michelle left, and we were talking about, oh my God, we're going to do readings every day and we're going to be broadcasting this and people are going to be able to call in and they're going to be able to do that. And we were all excited. And then I was like, the recorder, I've got to find the recorder. So I sat down, closed my eyes, and I did the exercise I'm going to teach you right now. And I was like, Snow Globe, find my keys. And I said, or Snow Globe, find my keys. And then I said, tape recorder. So Snow Globe Find My Keys is actually what is programmed to give you the ability of being clairvoyant for like a split second. Okay. So when you find Snow Globe, do Snow Globe Find My Keys, you'll have like a little image that'll flash in your head, and like you'll like see an image, and that'll tell you where the whatever it is that you're looking for. When I found what was it? I can't remember what I found last week or the week before. I couldn't find something, and I was laughing because I did Snow Globe Find My Keys, and it was something, gosh, I can't even remember what it was now. And I kept seeing green, and this thigh machine we used to have in this green bag. I kept seeing this green bag in my head with the little thigh thing. And I thought that was down in our closet downstairs. And, it was not downstairs in the closet, but upstairs, I found what I was looking for on top of that green bag, sitting in Parker's room. And what was funny was the next night I couldn't sleep. He was up all night. I was nursing him. So I decided I was going to move the furniture around. And if I was the item that I was missing, I can't remember what it was, and I was laying there looking straight forward, that thigh machine was underneath his dresser, his huge dresser, literally underneath his huge dresser, like right there. So not only was I seeing the little green bag in my head and I was seeing the thigh machine, I was like, the thigh machine was underneath the dresser and I had no idea that that was under the dresser. I thought it was downstairs in the closet. So anyways, you kind of like become the item. So you're going to have to be like a little bit creative with this. It's not going to be like, the snow globe's not going to be like, well, what I'd like to say is that your item is actually here at this location, this latitude, and this longitude. We used Snow Globe Find My Keys to find a missing girl in Mexico. Unfortunately, she didn't make it because the cops didn't listen to us. It was really, really sad. Like Isabel with an I, Isabel Frank. And I actually had to feel like her heart stop beating. It was like, oh my God, it was horrible. Oh, it was awful. She was much better off in heaven, and she actually came back and like thanked us and everything afterwards. And it was this whole thing that was supposed to happen and everything. But like we kept becoming her. And because we kept saying Snow Globe Find My Keys, and then we'd say her name, we realized, oh my God, we are literally becoming her. And we could see like the house around us, and we could like feel like tied up. It was the craziest thing. That's when we realized that, oh God, it was horrible. She's actually right there. She's going, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. She says, it's fine. She says, everything is okay. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. This is like fresh in my mind. It was only like about like 6 months ago. Oh my God. She's like totally okay. Wow. Oh my God. Wow. She says her dad was in hospice and her mom didn't believe in God, and neither did her dad. But when she passed away, her dad turned his life over to Christ, and so did her mom. And now her dad's over there with her. And her mom now has faith in God, so when she passes, she won't be stuck down here. Wow. Sorry. Okay, sorry. It's distracting being me. Okay, let me clear my energy again. I don't want it to get all like jumbled because the spirit came in. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Bye. Samuel, can you come and protect me? Thank you. Okay. All right. So Snow Globe Find My Keys. So go ahead and close your eyes. And I want you to take like breath work breaths in. Okay. So breathe into your lower stomach like that, and then go. So a breath in your lower stomach, and then pull that breath up to here. Breathe out. I don't want you hyperventilating yourself, okay? Like just a steady breath, like. Let your breath out. And then. And you may feel a little bit dizzy, but that's just because you have a bunch of junk in your field. And then you'll feel like your arms and your legs are like a little bit tingly. Just let your feet go onto the ground. And your hands, I want on your legs right here. Okay? Hands down, not hands up, hands down. Okay? Then I want you to just start breathing normal. So breathe in through your nose. And then breathe out through your mouth. And then put your hands in prayer position right here, right over your high heart. Okay, right where your diamond is, right above your heart. And then I want you to imagine that you're in between your hands. And just allow the energy between your hands to start building up. And imagine that you're between your hands, okay? And then from directly above you, a bright ball of white light is going to drop down into the middle of your brain. And you're going to imagine that you're going from inside your hands directly into a diamond that's right above your heart. That diamond's going to drop down into your heart. It's going to start spinning. And then your higher self that's in the middle of your brain is going to draw you up into it. So now you're going to be in the middle of your brain, okay? So once you're in the middle of your brain, just imagine that you're in the middle of your brain. Say, I am a snow globe, or I am now a snow globe. And I want you to just imagine that you are a statue. If you cannot imagine you're a statue, say, I am now Marissa's physical body, or whatever your name is. I am now, and then whatever your name is, physical body. And I am in the center of my brain. Thank you. And then say, I am now a snow globe. There you go. Perfect. The statue is your physical body. So don't imagine yourself as a person. Imagine yourself as literally like a little wooden statue in the middle, like a little, like I remember Mariah saying that she had a hard time picturing herself. You're not imagining you. You're like a statue in the middle of a snow globe. So you're just a little, wooden little like reindeer, or you're like a little totem pole or something. And in that statue, you have a bright, shining light. That bright, shining light is you, your soul. And it's likely somewhere down below your solar plexus. I want you to imagine that you and your higher self and that diamond that are in the middle of your brain are going to drop down, merge with your soul down in the lower parts of your body. And once that merges, say, take me to the level that I need to be now. And just imagine that you go to wherever you need to in your body, okay? I want you to now imagine that you have snowflakes swirling around you. How big is your snow globe? Is it humongous? Is it little? Are the snowflakes black? Are they purple? Are they pink? Are they goopy? Are they clean? Is it fluid in there? All of those are your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings. And we're just going to ask that the original light that ignited your divine spark and the creator of that send down that original light like a laser beam all the way down through your crown, which is the statue, through the snow globe, down into your bubble where your soul, your diamond, you, which is your divine spark, and that golden bubble where you're all merged wherever you are. It doesn't matter where you are in your body. But imagine that light coming down and filling that up like someone's blowing a bubble, like a soap bubble. Fill up that bubble and just allow it to expand and expand and expand. Don't push it out. Just allow it to expand naturally as that light from above fills it up. There we go. And on the outside of your snow globe, I want you to notice that there's little tendrils. They're kind of going out to different people. I want you to say, come back, and just call in all of your energy. So you're going to disconnect from everybody, and all your light is going to come back to you. There we go. And then from the center of the earth, the sixth dimensional earth, the real earth, the real earth energy is going to come surging up like a volcano, just up towards you. It's going to flush in through your snow globe, completely ground you down to the real earth, the new earth. completely clearing all of your space until everything just kind of dissolves and disappears and you're just in like light. There you go. Perfect. Okay, in front of you, there's a TV screen. I want you to imagine on that TV screen the word happy. Just imagine the word happy on there. I want you to imagine happy popping off the screen and going back on. I want you to imagine it scrolling across the TV screen. If you can't do that, that's okay. It doesn't matter. Everyone's different. Now I want you to imagine someone saying happy. Happy. I want you to hear it with your own voice in your head. Happy. Now I want you to feel happy. Show me what happy feels like. I want you to show me what happy smells like. What it tastes like. Now I want you to see what is that? That's a cheetah. No, it's a lion. What are those? A tiger. It's a tiger. Do you see a tiger walking across the screen? Is it black and white? Is it gold and black? It's walking across the screen and it stops. It walks backwards like it's being rewound. Back forward again. Now it turns and its head comes out and looks at you. And goes back in. This is all your imagination. Now I want you to see it without the TV. Just imagine this tiger walking across without the TV. About 99% of you will not be able to do that. I can't do that. I have to actually have like a framework, like a TV there, or like a iPad. Imagine an iPad or something. So imagine the tiger walking across, turning and looking at you. Imagine the word happy. A lot of you have a painting. I want you to see a canvas where someone's hand is actually writing happy. Some of you have teleprompters. One person has sand where the hand is writing it in the sand. Another person has a whiteboard. Okay, so just imagine whatever you need to imagine. So why don't you do this? Say, I am my I am. Please show me. Please show me a platform in which I may communicate with my subconscious mind. Oh, I just saw a movie screen. That's cool. Okay. So, however you want to picture it. Now I want you to imagine a hand from above dropping down and writing the word God. The word God is going to move around. And then the word God is going to flip around. You're going to see a face, and then it's going to flip back around the other way. And it's going to flip around with a face. The face is going to dissolve, and you'll see a name. And then it'll be gone. Hey guys, you hijacked my exercise with Snuggled by My Keys. I'm taking this back over. Okay, fine, one more. They totally hijacked me. Now from above, the word angel. A-N-G-E-L coming directly down from above. Watch it as it streams down on whatever means you want to see it, a chalkboard, however you want to see it. Angel comes down like a pole right in front of you. What color is the word angel? in your mind, imagine reaching out and grabbing the word angel and say, show me what you feel like in all layers of my being now. Thank you. And just feel what it feels like. Experience it. Hear it. What does it sound like? What does it look like? What does it feel like? As you take your hand off the word angel, it begins flipping around and then lands right in front of you. It disappears, and then in a split second, a name appears, and then it disappears. Now go back to your screen. The best way you can imagine something, just say, what's the clearest way that I can communicate with my subconscious mind? Show that to me now. And I want you to say, snow globe, find my keys, and then say your item. So I'm going to say, snow globe, find my keys, and I'm going to say Jeff's flashlight. I literally just saw a junkyard. Oh, his flashlight got thrown away. I see like a banana peel. Snow globe, find my keys, and then say your item, and then just notice what you notice, and then boom, it'll go away because your mind will go, oh, well, that doesn't make sense. But I already looked there, and like get it before. You can try it again. Snow globe, find my keys, and then mine was tape recorder, and I saw metal, and I thought it was an air conditioner, and then I realized, oh, it's the metal rack in my closet in the upstairs office here. And sure enough, it was on there, and it was literally looking at the air conditioning vent. If that doesn't work, say, snow globe, find my keys. I am now my lost item. Show me what I feel like. Show me what it looks like to be me. Show me where I am. Show me a map, like Google Maps. Show me where I am. By doing snow globe, find my keys, what it does is it's connecting you with the Christ energies, the I am energies, the creator energies, the Holy Spirit energies, all like the aligning you with the zero. It's connecting you with your higher self, your soul, your oversoul, your monad, all that stuff all the way up. And it's just clearing out the energies around you so that your mind can go, it's right here, silly. So anyways, I'd be curious to hear. And then when you're done, just say, thank you. And then I always say 0 and not 0 point. I say 0. I pull myself back into my heart. I imagine I say 0 ground, and a line goes down to the ground, and I say 0 source, and a line goes up to source, and I'm like tethered in. And then I just say, I am now Marissa, and I am whole. And I imagine myself as being like the whole me. And a lot of times I'll say, where is Marissa? And I'll be like, oh, there she is, where she usually is, right here inside of me. But I am my whole self. I taught about the thought spot and the God spot last time. Then I say, show me where my thought spot is, show me where my God spot is. And then I merge them together. But that was in the class from last week. So if you want to learn about that, then watch that class. All the classes are going to be sold for $25 the day after we have class. So you'll pay $25 to buy each class, or you can sign up for the $55 thing on Patreon and get access to the classes, every single one each month. So you pay $55 for 4 to 5 classes, plus all the meditations, plus all the 200 classes we have before. It's really actually an extremely good deal. It's ridiculously cheap, and it won't stay that cheap that long, I don't think. I think we'll switch it up to $100, and then we're going to also have a $200 package where you'll have access to our daily meditations, kind of like the one we just did just now. Yeah, Suzanne, the one I just bought. Yeah, and then I bought a $200 one. I've been using that one, and now that I found the one that Jessica told me to get, I can return the other one, so I'm $200 richer. Woohoo! Thank you, Snow Globe. Anyway, all right, guys. The book, The Snow Globe, I made it $2. So if 20% off, that makes it $1.60. If you want to go get it, it's on audio. The actual physical book, we do have some here, but it's kind of a pain and there's no one to send them. But if you really, really want one in your local, you can totally come get one. They actually clear your house for you. If you lay it down in your room, it clears your room. I have kids that sleep with them under their pillows. I have moms that clear their house and themselves with them. It's pretty cool. And then we have snow globes here. But if you get the ebook, obviously, I don't think it does the same thing. But the audio is literally $1.60, and I think it's $20 on Audible and Amazon and all that, because all of them got picked up by publishers. So yay! The Bible Speaks books, they've always been like $20 each. They're only $2. I'd pick those up if you want to. Everything I learned through Peter and Matthew and Mark and John and James and Jesus and all the Bible guys. By channeling them and my dad asking them questions. And then obviously I learned a lot through channeling with Isabel, my friend Isabel with an I, and Isabel with a Y now, and Scott and the works. Oh, Scott's going to be working here too, by the way. He did not commit to a room, but Scott gets special privileges because he heals my headaches when I have them. So he will be working here too, doing readings and healings on our little broadcasting. So if you want to get notified when we're going to be doing them, please subscribe to Patreon, patreon.com /discovering intuition. You can search my name and it'll come up. And then also on YouTube. So I will see you guys later. All right. Bye. www.discoverintuition.com. They're only going to be up there for a little bit longer because technically I'm supposed to take them down because they're up on Audible and Amazon. And I'm not allowed to compete with myself. But I wanted you guys all to get them for super cheap while you can now, before I take them all down. So they're like literally all the books are like $2. So get them while you can. All right. Bye, guys. And Hay House 20, another 20% off too. Okay. Bye. Love you. Bye.